I am a jealous God. I'm jealous of your ass. So I want you to worship me because there's no God above me. That's the flavor of the church. And that's what's keeping your ass down. You worship him a fucking bastard that don't like you. It must be true because the more you worship him, the more he puts hell on your ass. And give a white man more than he give your ass. The mere fact that you are here, the mere fact that you are being interested in knowledge, you vibrating at a certain pace, at least at the heart chakra. The mere fact that you are being interested in knowledge. Now there could be some in here that's still down here and they just listen to it and they'll go back out there and do some other shit. That's up to you. I ain't got time, you know. But we know the ones that you see, you know. You see. So
Yahweh.
Hell yeah.
All right, Dad. Yeah. Go, Dad. Go.
Yahweh, you have been assigned to be the God of everything? No. I see what you did. You crossed off God of pastries and wrote in God of everything.
I ain't no stinking God of pastries.
But Jesus, wasn't his major in culinary arts?
Shut up, Jeffrey.
No, I don't want to hear it. Go to Principal Sagan's office right now.
Come on, Jeffrey. We better go with him.
That's what you want me to put on your application? Everything?
Yeah.
Look, Osiris has the underworld, Haturu has the wind, hell, even the Dahako sisters got their hands full being the goddesses of corn, beans, squash. You can't be the god of everything. It would be a logistical nightmare.
Don't worry. I have a plan.
By the way, I notice you have an echo voice, and I don't recall you filling out a reverb form 23B. Next time, follow the proper channels. Got it?
Yeah.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, you're the god of pastries until Mr. Sagan says otherwise. Here's Mr. Sagan now. So, what do you think, sir? Should we make him the god of pastries or the god of everything?
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
Okay, Yahweh, I'll put you down for everything. So, God of everything, what powers will you be applying for today?
All of them.
Omnipotence? Look, that's highly overrated. It's like playing a video game with all the cheat codes turned on. It's fun at first, but it gets boring fast. Do you plan on having any arch enemies?
Yeah, Lucifer over here, aka the devil, is going to apply to be my chief rival.
See, the devil is going to have absolutely no desire or reason to oppose an all-powerful opponent that she cannot possibly defeat, unless you're going to make an exception for her.
No, of course not. Also, I'd like to know everything and be everywhere all at once, please.
Wait, let me get this straight. You want to have omniscience with a side of omnipresence on top of omnipotence?
Yeah, so?
Look, what reason would the devil have to even attempt to oppose you? You'd know Lucifer's plans before she does. Hell, thanks to your omnipresence, you'd even be there next to her as she drew up these plans against you. You know the outcome of the plan before anything was attempted. You know every possible scenario and every possible outcome and exactly what to do to stop her.
Yeah, playing fair isn't really my strong suit. Try to keep this on the down low, but we plan on doing the whole good cop, bad cop thing.
I see. Look, you do realize that you're going to be held accountable for everything, right?
How so?
Well, you'll know everything that has ever happened and ever will happen. You'll have the power to do whatever you want to about it, and you'll be everywhere all at once. It would take absolutely no effort on your part to prevent an abundance of unnecessary tragedies, evil, suffering. So if you allow that to happen, you can be blamed.
Not only will they happen, but they'll be a part of my plan.
Oh, so you're an evil god, and the devil's going to be like the anti-hero or something. So you're bad cop, and she's good cop. I gotcha.
No. I'm also applying for omnibenevolence.
You can't apply for omnibenevolence if your plan requires evil, but I'll attach a paradox form 2525 and we'll see what happens. Look, also, if you wouldn't mind, please fill out your plan on this form and check the box marked predetermination.
No predetermination. I want everyone to have free will.
Okay, for that you're going to have to beat me in a game of chess, but your chess pieces are going to have free will. Got it?
Got it.
Got a strategy for how to win?
Oh yeah, I'm good at chess.
You have a plan then.
Yep.
Okay, your move. And I'm giving your chess pieces free will in 3, 2, 1. Checkmate. Look, I'll attach another paradox form 2525 until we get it straightened out. So, you want omnipotence, omniscience, omnipresence, omnibenevolence, an evil archenemy, a grand plan, and free will for everyone. Anything else?
I'd like to be spaceless and timeless.
Why, may I ask?
Because I prefer to remain beyond human discovery.
Ah, so you want to remain hidden.
No, I'm definitely going to interact with my creation.
Okay, then you can't be spaceless and timeless. If you're omnipresent, then you're everywhere, which includes within space and time, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
And if you're spaceless, i.e. without substance, and timeless, i.e. cannot act, then how is this any different than total non-existence?
I don't know.
Oh, what a mess. Look, I'll attach another paradox form 2525.
What are you doing? You can't attach that many paradox forms to an application.
Look, what am I supposed to do? This Yahweh is a plan for godhood with multiple severe paradoxes. He wants to be everywhere all at once, yet reside beyond space and time and interact with the universe. He wants to have a plan that will play out exactly as he wants, while allowing everyone to be able to do exactly as they choose. He wants to be perfectly good, yet require an abundance of evil, suffering, and sacrifice to fulfill his wishes. This guy wants to be all-powerful, yet he wants to have enemies who rebel and try to defeat him.
None of that's really a problem.
Really? Why not?
Just attach a supernatural form 777.
Supernatural? What the hell is that?
The supernatural?
Yeah.
It's nothing. We made it up. It explains away all problems.
Okay, I'll bite. How does that work?
Anytime anyone brings up one of those paradoxes you mentioned, we just say it's supernatural. For example, how can a timeless being make a decision when every decision requires at least 2 distinct temporal states? Because he's supernatural. How can a spaceless being be distinguishable from other identities without distance to separate them? Supernatural. How can a spaceless being retain the countless gigabytes of information it would require to know everything? Supernatural. And how can he be immune to causality and complexity?
Supernatural?
That's right. The supernatural is not bound to any form of reality with which anyone will ever be familiar. It can be created, destroyed, or eternal. It has never been sampled or measured in any way, shape, or form. Its existence is entirely unverifiable, and therefore any characteristics of it are eligible to be invented by anyone on the spot. Any and all problems with the concept of God, or any assertion really, can immediately be cured by attributing them to the supernatural. This can completely nullify any and all arguments, forever.
But surely no thinking person is ever going to be satisfied with that.
You'd be surprised.
Asclepius, you can get in this. I'm going to read from 2 books. One says Jupiter, one says Zeus. I want to read now. This is the ancient text that was taken out of the Library of Alexandria and smuggled into Egypt and then smuggled into Greece and translated into Greece. And this is what it says. Now, the Creator controls, the Creator, his control is in the place that is between earth and heaven. So don't say no goddamn Creator no more. No, just back up a minute. This is some good shit here. Remember I told you that the deity that most of the people pray to? Let me give you the diagram. Remember this now. Look at this. This is the heaven realm. The chaos sphere. This is the heaven realm. This is the earth, right here. There is an entity called the sun, right in between the earth, in this particular sphere, which you call the Father. He is a subordinate deity that is up under a greater deity Sirius that has a mother that he comes from called Newt, triple blackness of space. Okay? Newt Sirius. Then they had a fall of a deity that one of the sisters, Sophia, had a child that wasn't halfway formed. He fell down here and pretended he was God and created, and he took the earth, which was a spiritual earth with a spiritual sun on the inside, and covered it over with a physical creation, and made physical bodies and said, I am a jealous God, there shall be no God before me. There is a God before him, and that's the god Sirius, which is known as Soot, which is known as Set, which is known as Greek Sophist, which is known as Satan. But the Samaria word is Shaitan. We'll get into that in a few minutes. I'm going ahead of myself. You know, as a brother, it's funny because I got a friend named Robert Flowers, and his father is very spiritual. Father could read. His father told him in the 70s. He said, one day in the near future, you're going to find out that the God that you worship is the devil, and the God that you hate is God, or is the Most High.